So what you got going on, honey?
Well, you know, right now I'm still building as far as my work in the community. So I want to do more as far as, well, I'm doing my life insurance, I'm doing my health insurance. I'm working out in the community every day, really just building my name and making sure people know that I'm here to help. Also, I want to do more as far as nonprofits. I want to, you know, get more into the community as far as, you know, helping the homeless and things like that. So I'm just, right now, I'm really in my, let's bring it together all the way. You get what I'm saying? So I'm even with black businesses, I want to help. Even like with marketing, I done reached out to a few businesses like, listen, like, if you got flyers, let me pass them out while I'm out. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because the thing about it is that I feel like we should all support each other, and it's all about the networking. You know what I'm saying? So I really just want to network, really be around good energy. Like mine is as far as like the energy this year, and really like being transparent. I really want to be that. Yeah. So as far as business wise, I want my business to identify with me, you know, and identify with who I'm trying to be. So that's really what I'm just pushing. And then your girl will be certified by the end of the year for investments. And so yes, I'm going to be, I'm taking my classes. So I'm trying to you know, really bring wealth to our culture. You know what I'm saying? And making sure that we are going to be good. So I've been studying, and I'm starting to study, and I'm just going to take my time with it.
So would you be a financial advisor?
Yes, I will. And I'll be able to do like stocks, bonds, all the good stuff in between. And so then that way when, you know, we all working together, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, I'm giving myself a little bit of time before I really go for the test, because it's a very hard test. You got to take a few tests to really get it. But I'm doing the due diligence now as far as like studying, really getting there, because it's about teaching us the longevity of wealth. You know what I mean? I feel like we throw our money in more tangible things. I want us to be stacked on stacked, and our babies are stacked on stacked on stacked. You know what I mean? And then when we gone, our legacy lives long forever. You know what I mean?
That's what.
And what you got going on down there at the end?
I mean, how do you follow up behind that?
No, you gotta move it.
I got my Kia's Collections. You can check it out on Instagram, Kia's Collections. It was one point in time, I love shea butter. I love just skincare. But I could never find people, people would say they make it. I would go order it and I could never get it. Waiting weeks and weeks and weeks. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna make it myself.
So you make some bucks.
So I started whipping the shea butter. I actually had to it was kind of like studying. I kind of had to take myself to college. So once I figured out the recipe, you know, I started making my own whipped shea butter. So I've been doing that for about 2 years.
And she got clientele and all that.
Yes, and I also do, if you're familiar with resin, I make resin tray sets for the weed smokers out there.
Make coasters too.
Custom coasters, custom tray sets. I can do anything. If you want to take a picture of, you know, you and your husband and put it in, you know, something that's going to last forever. I can do that for you. That's right. So I'm trying to figure out a way to make it bigger. I'm trying to get to everybody as far as the shea butter. I feel like everybody can benefit off of great skin. So those are some things I got under the works, and I also paint.
You paint.
I paint also, so I'm just trying to, you know, focus more on that.
So the thing is with everybody having the businesses and everything, how do y'all feel about people being supportive?
In our city or all around in general?
I mean, in general.
In general, I feel like this, okay. I feel like that the black dollar does not circulate in our community at a level where we are generating enough revenue to produce supermarkets, malls and all of that, because we do have the revenue, but we're putting it out into other industries and other cultures instead of our own, because we would rather purchase another brand instead of going over here and purchasing Lakia's shea butter. They want things to get from Victoria's Secret because it's more popular.
Right.
But that's the thing. But guess what? The people in the Caucasian community, their dollars, I don't know the correct numbers, but I know that it's going around. But I'm going to tell you, the community where the most money is circulated and generated and going back and forth and never going out is the Chinese community.
Yes, it is.
And they do not share.
Yes, it is.
They do not.
People within themselves.
Yes,
It is.
Yes, they do.
And you're right, because economically and statistically, I mean, you can look it up. Statistically, it falls in line. Asian, white, now Mexican, Hispanic. I'm not gonna say Mexican, but Hispanic, and then African American at the bottom.
Yeah.
Because we throw our money to everybody else, and they all keep their monies in their own as much as they can. We have a real problem with doing that. We have a problem with trusting our own dollar.
Yeah.
We have a problem with trusting our own people.
Right.
And the thing about it is that who else are we gonna look out for?
Right.
Right.
I mean, like, it's that simple. Who else you feel more comfortable looking out for you but your people?
And you know, one of the things that I think that would make all of us more successful is something that Habiba did not bring up, which is her billionaire.
The Black Girl Billionaire Club.
Yes.
And because y'all brought up the networking, I really am endorsing the crap out of that, because I feel like, with everybody networking and bringing our things together, we can actually circulate that money between each other.
That's
because
right.
with us just sitting here talking about and discussing the businesses that we have, we all can benefit from each other.
Exactly. We can. That's why I said we building things, and then not only that, we just not even a penny in the haystack, like a small nibblet. And there's so many people of our culture, even in our own city, that are doing things, wonderful things.
Yes.
And I want to encourage those small business owners to have business cards. Get yourself professional, because then that will make you up there too. When we come to you, because when I come to, I'm not gonna lie. Anybody I come across?
Let me say this though.
Yes.
Excuse me. It takes more than a business card to be professional. People need to check their attitude.
Absolutely.
That
First of all,
won't he do
check
it?
your
Won't he do it? Okay,
Absolutely.
that's true. That's
how you
true.
treat other people.
That's true.
Gonna treat you.
And if you want people to come to you, you have to have a good attitude. Let me tell y'all one thing. People don't buy from people they don't like. That's rule number one. Then the rest of everything else fall from. So the thing about it is, if you want to do business, you have to have a good attitude. If you want good energy, you gotta be a good energy person.
I also feel like a lot of times people do things off of popularity.
Correct.
Because, especially here, because with it, I see a lot of people that have good businesses and they have great things to offer, but they're not known.
Right.
So people don't go to them and get things because they're not it.
That's
right. And I feel like that's horrible that we don't really put that support into each other. If we did put that support into each other, we would be way further in life than we could ever imagine.
So, long story short, and I feel where you're coming from, we're not in high school anymore, everybody.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Stop clicking it up.
Right.
It's not about the click. Roanoke is too small, and then everybody's dying by the day. So Roanoke is way too small for us to have clicks in Roanoke to where we can really do business. If we want this dollar to really circulate, we really have to come together. That's the only thing about it. Everybody has to support each other. Just period. If we want the money to circulate and we want to, for everybody, I can't win if you don't win.
Right.
Period.
Right.
And that's just life.
But it's
I can't win if you don't win. And while I'm so busy trying to hold you down, I read it in a book. While you try to hold somebody else, it's like a mirror. It's going to come back around. It says it in the Bible. Bible. It says it in everything that we were raised to learn. Teach. It says it in every, a simile of what somebody might tell us to say, like whatever you throw out, you're gonna get back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the thing is I feel like, as a people, we definitely need to come together, because there are so many people, there are people that just they want you to be miserable because they miserable, and then when y'all say things about business people and their attitudes, that's something that a lot of people that's not even used to having a business, they have to realize that they have to change things. Because I know that myself personally, when I first started my business, I had to let a lot of things go of how I used to be. Because I had to realize that now I'm representing a brand, I'm representing a company, so I have to carry myself in a certain light. So when you see me in different places,
Chelsea had a conversation about that, and we said we need to
that's the ratchet lady that do taxes, and I realized that certain things I can't respond to. Like last year, for instance, it was a person on Facebook, and these two clients of mine was beefing, and they brought up my business, you know what I'm saying? And somebody called me and told me they seen it. And I told them, like, I'm not responding to that, because you wouldn't see the owner of H&R Block responding to anything.
You would never.
So I had to realize that I'm up here and I can't come over with them.
You cannot. People are always going to have their opinion.
I feel like us as a community, I feel like we need to be more patient with each other.
Really?
Just like you were explaining with your business, instead of giving us that one chance and we're just done with the business, I feel like we need to be a little bit more patient with each other. Because it goes a lot deeper than the surface with us, and we of all people know that.
It comes from us not knowing, unfortunately, and now we're in a place where we have to know, where we have to kind of get out and it's because you see everything in your face, you know what I mean? So if you do dream something, you better go for it, because you see it all the way in your face. So at the end of the day, I think it's like you said, like, we do have to have a lot more grace for each other. I'm learning that just even in my own personal life, having more grace for people. As far as, their business, their life.
As we're closing out our show, I would really like to invite everyone out on January the 28th of 2023. We will be having a prayer board party at the Galleria on Williamson Road. That's 3625 Williamson Road. It'll start at 6 p.m. It is a free event. It will be advertised on what is that? Hot 90? What is that?
97.7.
So it's a free event.
Yes.
So we're going to advertise it on Vibe 100, and we encourage all female entrepreneurs, professional women, anyone that wants to come out and just have a vision and a prayer for 2023, and let's manifest our dreams and make it happen, because we are manifestors and we make shit happen. All right. Okay. Thank you guys for joining us tonight on Hot Topic, your #1 podcast in the world. Don't forget about it. It's going up. What I say? Everything going up. 23 is amazing. Keisha, do you have any closing remarks?
Well, my remarks is, if you want to get that maximum refund, come holla at me at taxzone.
We shoot live at taxzone tonight.
Yes, we are.
That's right.
Professional environment, black-owned business, come through.
Yes.
And, we have tax specialists. Like I said, I am licensed to do every state, so you don't have to be here. You can email me, you can inbox me, you can call me. You can send me a kite. I don't care. I'm going to come do them taxes.
Amen.
Okay, you guys want to let us know anything else about you all before we close out?
Well, thank y'all for having me on the show.
Yes.
Hit me up on Kia's Collections on Instagram.
All right.
And it's Chels, and you can hit me up on Is That My Chels or Chelsea Lewis on Facebook, and I'll be more than happy to help you, because remember, my people, GoFundMe is not a life insurance policy.
It's not.
It's not. Thank you all. Be blessed in 23, and God did.
Yes.